and thank you for joining us for our newest video bite, where we bring you the latest news and products in our industry. I'm Greg Harinya, editor of Label Narrow Web, and it's great to sit down today with Marita Tedquist, Associate Product Manager at Mactac. Mactac, which is a hot melt formulator, has invested significant resources into developing cutting-edge products. Their success has been evident, with APR recognizing Mactac's innovation. To learn more about Mactac's growth and their newest products, I'd like to welcome in Marita Tedquist. Marita, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. So, Marita, to start out, why would a customer choose a rubber-based hot melt over an acrylic emulsion adhesive?
So, for those who don't know, rubber-based hot melt adhesives are 100% solid. They're made by melting rubber with other components and coat while hot. They cool quickly and don't need any drying time. So, a few key benefits of hot melt adhesives. Hot melt adhesives offer high initial tack and secure adhesion. So, your label's going to stick on right away and it's not going to come off. This is great for brand owners. The label is what consumers see on the shelf. It's what's going to sell their product. They don't want to have to worry about the label coming off or flagging and not looking good. So to go along with that, hot melt adhesives not only stick on and stay on, but they can do so on difficult substrates as well. So hot melt adhesives are a great solution for low energy surfaces, such as low and high density polyethylene, rough and textured surfaces, applications that are dusty, oily, and even wet. So hot melt adhesives, they have excellent moisture resistance. So your label is going to be able to stick directly on damp and wet surfaces. So these labels, they're able to stick and stay on even in these tough conditions. Another great benefit, hot melt adhesives offer wide temperature ranges. So within Mactac's hot melt portfolio, we have adhesives with minimum application temperatures as low as negative 15 degrees Fahrenheit and temperature ranges that go as low as negative 65 degrees Fahrenheit. So these are great solutions for refrigerated and frozen foods and things of that nature. On the higher end, we have temperature ranges that go as low as positive 160 degrees Fahrenheit. So they can also be used for room temperature and lower heat applications. And then our high heat hot melt solution. So we do have our amp clamp, which goes up to 240 degrees Fahrenheit. And this one is great for battery labeling.
That's all good to know. So, for customers, where would hot melt be a good choice for them?
Yeah, so one of the great things about hot melt adhesives, they can excel in a broad range of applications. So MacTac, we're proud to offer over 20 unique hot melt adhesives. So we've got something that'll cover just about everybody's needs. So a few of our key hot melt adhesives, we have our 710, which this is our general purpose hot melt. It's great for everyday applications such as corrugate labeling, food packaging, and household products. We have our BC20, which is a cold temperature adhesive. This one not only is great for cold temperature applications, but it also excels in greasy and dusty and damp environments. So this one's a good choice for agricultural products, oily food packaging, or industrial applications that may come in contact with grease or dust or things like that. So then we have our frostbite adhesive. This one is a freezer adhesive with a minimum application temperature of negative 15 degrees Fahrenheit. Frostbite can withstand blast freezer and deep freezer conditions. So this one's great for any kind of frozen food packaging. And then we have our Sherlock. So this is a heavy coat weight adhesive. It's great for any textured or typically difficult to stick to surfaces. So things like lumber, carpet backing, pebble plastics. And then lastly, we have our chill adhesive. This one is an innovative all temperature adhesive. The cool thing about chill, you can apply it directly on wet, cold, frozen surfaces, and that label is going to stick and stay on right away.
That's really helpful. And speaking specifically of Chill AT, what makes Chill AT stand out from the other hot melts in your portfolio?
Yeah, so Chill AT, it's a great adhesive. So like I mentioned, it's an all temperature adhesive. So it can be used across the board in room temperature, cold temperature, and frozen applications. Another cool thing, our Chill AT is part of our Simply Sustainable portfolio. So it has been granted Association of Plastic Recyclers designed for recyclability recognition. It exceeds the association's strictest criteria for product packaging recyclability when applied to a wide variety of plastic types. So that includes pigmented HDPE, polypropylene plastics, and PE flexible packaging. This is something we're very proud of. So what does that mean? So being a hot melt adhesive, Chill IT, it stays on and it's ground up during the recycling process, which is what's required for these types of plastics. So when you use Chill IT, you can ensure that your label is not going to be a detriment to the recycling process. So for consumers at home, if they have their HDPE packaging, they can throw that in the recycling bin with the label on there, and it's all going to be recyclable. So we also have a few different variations of our Chill AT adhesive. So we have our standard Chill AT, which does everything that I've mentioned before. And then we also have our Chill AT FDA, which is approved for direct food contact. So this one's a great solution for fruit and vegetable labeling. And then we have our Chill Extreme, which is a high tack, heavy coat weight adhesive. So that's great for cold and frozen applications that also have bumpy or difficult textured surfaces to adhere to. So Chill AT truly is a one-stop shop that's going to cover a wide variety of the customer's labeling needs.
That's great. Thanks so much for all that insightful information. If you'd like to learn more about Mactac, their newest products, and their portfolios, head on over to their website. Thank you.